welcome to another video, and welcome to my very overexposed, let's try that, that's better. Welcome to my March book haul, and I'm back on my old shit again, guys. So I was quite good in January and didn't buy very many books. I was slightly less good in February and bought a few more books. I am surrounded by mountains of books. This month I have bought 23 books. So let's just get into it, shall we? I've got 3 stacks. I've got the books that have been gifted to me by publishers, I've got the books that I bought with my own money brand new, and the books that I bought with my own money secondhand from Vinted. Which basically I've had 2 issues this month. One is Vinted and one is the works. So we'll get to that. Anyway, we're going to start off with the ones that I've been gifted by publishers. So the first book that I've been gifted by publishers is Moral Injuries by Christine Watson. This is a book that I am working on. This is a medical thriller following 3 doctors who have been best friends since med school. Something happened on a night out when they were in med school, and that is a secret they have held for these last 25 years. Now history seems to be repeating itself with their children. This is absolutely fantastic if you like fast-paced medical thrillers. So thank you very much to Orion for sending me Moral Injuries. Next I have got The Royal Jewel Plot by A.M. Howell. So this is a middle grade. It is the sequel to Peril on the Atlantic, and this has been very kindly sent to me from Usborne. This, I'm not 100% sure what this one is about. Peril on the Atlantic follows, I believe, some children who go on an adventure on a ship, and I think this one is similar. It's set in August 1936, so it's like a historical middle grade, but I'm excited to get to this one. Thank you very much, Usborne. Next, I've been sent The Three-Body Problem by Shisun Liu, translated by Ken Liu. This one is, again, another book that I am working on. It is a sci-fi that has been, it's inspired the Netflix show The Three-Body Problem. Thank you very much to Head of Zeus for sending me this one. This one is a very sciencey sci-fi, and it kind of follows this group of scientists who discover this VR game that tells them about the three-body problem happening on this planet within the game. It develops from there. I don't want to tell you how it develops from there, but this one is, again, if you like science and physics and the kind of how that kind of impacts the world, I think you will enjoy this book or the TV show. And the final book that I have been gifted from publishers is The Lost Love Songs of Boise Sing, which I've been gifted by Faber. Again, this is another book that I am working on. This one is very, very chunky. So this follows 4 women and their relationship to our titular character, Boise Sing, and it is set in Trinidad. I am currently reading this one. I'm not very far through at all, but this one is, again, a kind of, I guess it's like a literary historical fiction, but thank you very much, Faber. My next pile, I'm going to go through the books that I have bought on Vinted. So I think we all know by now that I have a problem with Vinted where I quite regularly buy too many books on Vinted. And I get sucked into the bundles which you can make on Vinted quite often. So let's start off with bundle number 1, which includes The Bride Test, The Heart Principle, Fix Her Up, and Soulmate Equation. So let me tell you a story. I was perusing my shelves as you do, and I realised that I own Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. I then realised that Love Her or Lose Her is book 3 in a series. So I went on to Vinted to buy books 1 and 2, and I found Fix Her Up, which is book 1, I think. And then, because, you know, I'm on Vinted and I went to look for bundles, I found these 3. So The Soulmate Equation is the prequel. to the True Love Equation. I read the True Love Equation this month, so I thought, well, I'll buy the Soulmate Equation, because I didn't realise that the True Love Equation was a sequel. I read the Kiss Quotient a few years ago, and I saw these two, so I picked up the Heart Principle and the Bride Test. No real reason why, to be totally honest, other than I saw them, so I bought them. I then still needed book 2 of that Tessa Bailey series, so I found it. Tools of Engagement. Excellent. I've got the full series. Did I stop there? Like hell I did. I picked up these 3. Love Like Farms by B.K. Borison. This is a Christmas book. It's March, but I want to read it. I also got All I Want for Christmas, which is another Christmas book. It is still March. This is by Maggie Knox. It's blurbed by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I know nothing more about it. I've not heard anybody speak of it. And I got The Hiking Trip by Jenny Blackhurst, which is a thriller, and it sounds really good. So they were 2 of my vintage bundles. Then I was reading Saga, and I read up to volume 8, which is what I owned, and I was like, well, I can't stop now. I need to buy volume 9. So again, I went on Vinted and I found volume 9. Did I stop there? Like hell I did. I also bought The Wake Up Call by Beth O'Leary because it was in a bundle and I don't own it. I don't really know what The Wake Up Call's about, other than I assume a hotel. And I'm not going to tell you what Saga Volume 9 is about because it's Volume 9. But Saga Volume 1 follows our 2 main characters, Marco and Elena, who are from warring worlds, and they have a child together, and basically everybody across the universe wants to kill them because they have a child, and people don't want to know that that these 2 people could be in love, because that kind of demeans the intergalactic war that's been happening for many years. So they're the books that I bought on Vinted. We're now going to go through the, again, fairly large pile of books that I bought full price. At the start of this month, it was World Book Day and Waterstones had double points on. So we all know that on double points days in Waterstones, we buy books. I bought Jade War and Jade Legacy to finish off this series. I'm planning on reading Jade War this month. This month is over right now by the time that I'm filming this. But I do want to continue the series quickly, so Jade War is high on my TBR, and then obviously Jade Legacy afterwards. I also, for double points in Waterstones, picked up A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal. I feel like I have been very just influenced to buy this one. This is a YA fantasy romance, I think, and I think it follows vampires. I read We Hunt the Flame a few years ago, and I fully admit and acknowledge that I didn't enjoy We Hunt the Flame. I gave it 3 stars. I didn't love We Hunt the Flame, and like I said, I fully admit and acknowledge that that was a me problem, not a book problem, so I want to reread it. And I'm seeing A Tempest of Tea everywhere, so I just thought I'd buy it, which, you know, kind of is a bit risky, seeing as I didn't love the other book that I read by this author, although like I said, that was a me issue, so I don't really know. But yeah, I bought A Tempest of Tea. I then tripped and fell into the works. That is my story. I am sticking to it. So when I tripped and fell into the works, I bought, obviously, some books. So I bought Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. This is book 1 in the Boys of Tommen series. I know that Steph from Steph Loves is obsessed with this series, and I trust her opinions when it comes to romances, so I bought that one. It was a £5. I then bought Bride by Ali Hazelwood, also for £5. This one is Ali's new book. It is a paranormal romance. You've probably seen everybody reading this at the moment. I believe it follows a werewolf and a vampire. I have not yet read it, and I am slightly nervous to read it because I'm not really paranormal girly and I'm not really a werewolf girly, but I'm going to give it a go. I also bought Happy Place by Emily Henry. Look at the sprayed edges. I believe these sprayed edges are exclusive to the works. I read Happy Place this month on my Kindle and I really liked it, and I wanted the paperback to match the rest of my Emily Henry paperbacks, so bought that one. I then obviously had to go to the 3 for £6 section, and I bought books 2, 3 and 4 in the Chestnut Spring series. So I've got Reckless, Powerless and Heartless. They did have book 5 as well, but I didn't buy that one because there weren't 2 additional books that I could get in the 3 for £6 that I wanted right then. So self-restraint, I know. I also bought Tastes Like Shakar by Nisha Sharma because it was £1.50. And that's my whole reasoning for that, and I will not be taking any more questions at this time. That is my book haul. It's, I think, actually 24 books. I think I lied to you earlier because I missed one, which is a lot. It is a lot. And I'm going to try and do better next month and not buy quite so many books, or, you know, restrain myself. Let me know if you have read any of the books that I have hauled today. Did you buy any of these books this month? We might have got, like, you know, twinning here. If you like this video, please do leave me a like, subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.